All right, hey, Sell the Dream and Build the Team, Chapter 2. Back with me, M.L. Williams, Bill Haight, two of our key leaders in capital choice. And Chapter 2, okay, we talked about the business model in the first chapter. Yes, this thing works. Yes, it's for everybody that wants to take advantage of it, that's got a good heart and honest and want to change their life, et cetera, something they can get into and feel good about what they're doing. Now, boy, we established that. And if we're going to do it and do it right, we got to go build a team.
Yes, sir.
So, my gosh, how do we do that? Who are we going to talk to? Prospecting. That ugly old word. See, everybody in our business, the last thing everybody wants to do is prospect. Oh, I can sell, I just can't prospect. Oh, yeah, right, because you don't mouth enough, right? so prospecting. Mel, well, how do we prospect?
Well, first of all, it's a mindset. I mean, prospecting is a mindset. It's a process that you literally get outside of yourself, and you have that goal and that feeling to share the goodness of what we have to offer, and you just can't wait, Bill, to get in front of somebody.
That's right.
To share it with them, and we give everybody a chance. We eyeball the particular prospect, so to speak, but at the same time, nobody knows whether or not a person is going to be successful in this business or not, because there's nothing written on their chest that says, hey, say something good. Yeah, I will win. Trust me, just put me in the game, right? But the bottom line is we do give people that opportunity. We give them that opportunity to come and take a look. So when you ask me, how do I prospect? I don't go out to prospect. That's not what I do. What I do, and I try to teach my team, is we literally live through our business. Mm-hmm. We share our business. We're so excited about what we do. We're so excited about how we can help people. I mean, why would I hold back a guy from Trenton, New Jersey, who was told by his guidance counselor that he wasn't going to amount to much, and here I am earning, a great income with a great team? Why would I want to keep that from somebody else? The key is to share the good information and feel good about it, because it's a mindset.
Good. Bill, you got a brand new person, Bill. Who are you going to teach them to talk to?
Well, I use the analogy that, first of all, you got to believe in capital choice. You got to believe in what you're doing is the right thing. That's where ML talks about the mental. And the second thing is, we don't judge.
No.
We don't look at somebody and go, oh, they wouldn't do well. No, we talk to everybody at the right time. You just don't go out to prospect, but you prospect as you go.
Because I love it.
You talk to people, the person at the department store. Have you talked to your doctor lately about how their finances are doing? There's lots of opportunity, because if you're not prospecting for a client or a brand new associate, you're prospecting for a center of influence, somebody who knows other people. Who do you know that might benefit from what Capital Choice does? And as you explain it, and talk to everybody. Would you talk to the 18-year-old? Absolutely. They deserve the same opportunity that a 40-year-old does.
Absolutely.
And they also have parents and grandparents who might be involved. So don't limit yourself. Prospect as you go, and you'll win. Like ML said, it's all mental. It's all what you believe in and how you can share the good news about Capital Choice.
Okay, we got a brand new person.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we, if you look through our training manual and all those kind of things that we got out there, one of the things that we say is, look, okay, you're brand new, you have to put together a list. What's the list for?
The list is for that brand new person. Okay. See, I think it's...
Who do they put on that list?
Well, they're going to put their warm market, their mother, brother, sister, cousin, people that they care about, love. Now that they've learned the information that we've shared with them, they want to share it with their loved ones. They want to share it with the closest people to them immediately, because our information that we share is urgent information. You see, nobody knows when your time is to go meet the Lord. Nobody knows how fast retirement rolls up on you. Nobody knows how bad debt can keep you in the shackles of that, slavery of debt. Nobody knows how to get out of it. But if I find out that I can help, and I'm a brand new person, my family members, I'm going to talk to them. But more importantly, Dick, I'm going to talk to them with an experienced guy like Bill. I'm not going to go by myself. I'm not going to try and reinvent myself.
You're not going to mess it up.
I'm not going to mess it up, Dick.
Mess it up, right? So I'm gathering here that if we recruited somebody who's in the warm market, and we talked earlier about, good person, decent reputation. You know, his or her family don't hate them. You know, they know people. So everybody that we bring in that's in quote unquote the right market, and I'm going to ask Bill to define it in just a minute. In the right market, everybody has friends, neighbors, relatives.
That's right.
Everybody.
Churchgoers.
Absolutely.
Clubs, organizations.
Community,
Yes, sir.
right, a community club, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Other parents in school, of school children, you know, everybody has X number of friends.
Yes, sir.
Everybody. And relatives, and so on and so forth. So that's where is that where we start?
Exactly. And what I tell people when I'm out there prospecting and find somebody who's interested who's going to join, and they say, who do I talk to? Well, first of all, do you have a cell phone? And well, gee, aren't there 7 to 10 people in your contact list that you could call up right now and come over for a cup of coffee or a cold beverage? I know there is, because everybody has 7 to 10 close contacts, and we'll start there, then expand the list as we need to, but go out and help these people. And we're not going out to sell.
Nope.
We're going out to introduce them to Capital Choice,
Yes.
see if it makes sense that you're working with them. But what I don't want you to do is dump the dump truck on them. That's why you're bringing me.
That's right.
Let me show you how to introduce Capital Choice to other people, just like we introduced it to you.
Yeah.
And it gets people thinking, well, wait a minute. Who can I talk to? There's a list of people. I mean, it's not just acquaintances. People you love and care about first.
That's right.
And then they know people that you don't know. So we use the third-party referral system after that,
That's right.
and we'll show you how to do that.
It teaches the third-party referral system. It's simple, and using centers of influence. You know, when you recruit somebody that's in the right market, what we just talked about is we are using them as their own center of influence.
That's exactly right.
Up front, right?
That's right.
But we can help them to develop other centers of influence, people that they bring on and recruit to their team.
Unlimited.
And people that will never join Capital Choice. But there are people out there that will help when they see what you're doing. And we're doing the right thing. Oh yes, guys, I know a lot of people that need to hear that story. Exactly. Right? Whether I come on or not, sort of a thing. So, is there such a thing as the third-party referral system? And can we teach that?
My whole career has been built on a third-party referral system since 1989. And this is the thing, Bill and Dick. I learned it. I mean, it's a system whereby you can literally learn it and get good at it and feel comfortable with it to the point where your whole business is built upon it, because we're in business for ourselves but not by ourselves. And in teaching that third-party referral system of how to get continuous unlimited referrals for the rest of your career, like has happened for me, it's just amazing.
Is that another good reason for the new person, Bill, having their upline, their mentor, to go with them on the first several calls?
The greatest advantage you have is experience. When I can explain my story, my Capital Choice story, to their brand new person, and the new associate just listens. And I show them what we do and how we do it and where I came from and the opportunity where they could go if they wanted to. And one of the greater things about the company is not everybody is going to join Capital Choice for a variety of reasons, but the people who are good people that want to get ahead, want to have their own business, have the opportunity to make terrific income by doing the right thing and expanding that business. Because there are people out there you just don't know. Once you get to that market and use the third-party referral system, you'll meet a lot of people. You'll stay busy.
You will.
And the key to this is having fun doing it. This is not corporate America.
No.
This is not a briefcase and a tie going out there to impress people.
No.
This is telling them real life stories of what's happening to people. And like ML said, the sense of urgency to create an estate, to have one of your own.
Yes.
Visa risk management and life insurance. And it's okay to say those words.
Yes.
There's nothing to be afraid about what we do. It is an excellent company doing the right things. And that's what they portray.
Talked about the right the qualification of of a recruit, you know, to bring on to your team, you know, put in your agency or to build toward having your own agency in Capital Choice. You know, the right person has got to have the right heart, integrity, good reputation, you know, likable, et cetera, et cetera. What about the market? What's the right market?
I mean, the right market, again, I'd like to go back to myself. I mean, you just said it. You know, people who are out there working hard every day, you know, have something to lose, right? I mean, you know, if something were to happen to them in our income protection, having, you know, being able to know that if something happens to them, they're taken care of. But the other part about that is hungry. You know, I don't want to leave that out. You know, when I'm looking for a sharp person to bring into my business, I want somebody hungry like I was. I mean, I was hungry. I knew there was more to life than going in to a job and working my tail off and not being appreciated for it. I want somebody who feels like that, who wants to be appreciated, who wants to know that what they put into it, they're going to get out of it and some. And, you know, back to the third party, just real quick, you know, the third party referral system will become a reward system after a while because people will thank you for referring them to fix their mess financially that we're able to go fix. So it's just so rewarding when you're talking about bringing good people into the business and then watching them flourish here. It is just rewarding.
What about factually, Bill? I mean, are we looking for somebody that does work for a living?
Well, there's a point system.
Give me some
There's
criteria.
a point system, and we kind of use it as a basic guideline.
Yeah.
If they're married, it shows they're responsible because they've committed to someone else. They're making at least $25,000 a year so they can support themselves. So this business doesn't become, oh, I got to make this sale.
Yeah.
It becomes, I'm going to do it because it's the right thing, not money motivated. So being employed, having the good heart, having children if possible, owning a home, again, showing commitment. They're willing to commit themselves. But those are just guidelines.
Exactly.
We talk to everybody, the 22-year-old college student,
Absolutely.
the 50-year-old dental hygienist,
Yep.
whose hands hurt. We have a gentleman on the team who's a physical therapist and is tired of the constant movement of their hands.
Yeah.
And they're looking for something different that can help people because they've been in the helping business for years.
Yeah.
So
Good example.
those are just guidelines, but talking to everybody, giving everybody deserves the opportunity of Capital Choice. Not everybody will take advantage of it, but then comes the next third-party referral question.
Third-party referral.
Who do you know?
Yep. Yep.
And generally, if you've gotten somebody who is in the right market, okay, that has that reputation, they're working for a living, they're paying their bills.
But it ain't enough,
They just
Dick.
can't get ahead.
It just can't get ahead. It's not
They
enough.
barely keep that chin above the water, right? So you know, if we've got all of that, then what's going to happen? And this is what we know, and we teach people this. What's going to happen is they're going to bring you people like them.
That's right.
Just like them, up a little bit, down a little bit, you know. But within 10 to 15 years of their age, maybe their mom and daddy now, but they're going to bring you people like them that are working for a living and deserve
Absolutely.
an opportunity to do something different.
They can plant their flag here.
To come in part-time and replace an income and get out of a job that they don't like, don't want to do all their life. I mean, we've seen it time and time again. You know, people. You know, I had a guy here. We had a guy years ago that got tired of crawling up under new houses and putting in air conditioners. You know, in his late 40s, I can't do this the rest of my life. I'm already hurting. Yeah.
Well, to that point, Dick. I mean, we have a farrier on our team down in Lower
Sure do.
Alabama. You know, and this guy. I mean, I didn't even know there was farriers still in the world. You know, and a farrier, for those of you who don't know, they shoe horses. But I didn't know that. But this guy got tired. His hands got tired, and now he's a superstar with our team. I mean, you know, he started part-time. He was able to put down those tools of being a farrier, and now he's full-time. So, you know, the money motivating part of it, I think it's okay. Also, from the standpoint, I'm going to say this real quick. I was money motivated also when I came here. Because I wanted to be able to allow my children's mom to be a stay-at-home mom. Now, in the 80s, that's unheard of. I mean, I had people laugh at me. but I was motivated to earn enough money to replace her income.
Well, and talking about that, one of the things we do in our motto is sell the dream.
Yes.
Most of the people we meet have lost their ability to sell the dream,
Break
and
it
we
down.
rebuild that for them. We show them, what are your goals? What do you really
right.
want?
That's
How
right.
can I help you get there? And building a
like
team
it.
will help you get there
Yes.
to have that dream again. I want my kids to go to the best school. Well,
Yes.
great. How do you do that?
Yes.
What's your plan? If I could show you how to make that plan actually come into existence, that would make sense, wouldn't it? So those kinds of questions to get people dreaming again, and if they dream, they'll build a team.
That's right.
So we're not for everybody, but there are literally millions of people out there working for a living now, dealing with, this current economy, highest inflation in 40 years,
Interest rates going through the sky.
Interest rates up and all that kind of stuff, and it's tough. So the good news, hey, we can help them.
Absolutely.
Yes, we can.
We can
Yes,
help
we
them. We can
can.
help them replace that buying power they've lost through inflation. We can help them, pay for some of those darn high interest rates. We can help them. That's right. Not for everybody, but we can help them. I had a guy here years ago said, well, I got this really sharp guy. I mean, he is so smart, and I want your advice about whether to bring him into the company. I said, okay. I said, how old is he? Well, he's like 26, something like that. He's got 3 degrees. I said, really? Oh yeah, he's been in college for 8 years. Okay? And I said, well, what does he do now? Well, he's currently unemployed. I said, well, what does he do every day? Well, he's still living in his mom and daddy's basement. I said, I would, pat him on the back and say, hey, look, when you decide, that you want to go to work and you actually go find you a job and get out of your mom and daddy's basement, call me. Okay? And I'm sorry, that sounds harsh.
No, it's
but
not. It's the truth.
We can't deal with that. Well, who's he going to talk to? What's he going to do? I mean, at the end of the day, and I know that's but that's true story.
But that is a great example. Yeah. Yes, a great example of not wasting our time. But we're definitely giving specifics as to who to speak, who to talk to, who to prospect, who to hire, so that we can keep our businesses moving.
And it's generally, we want to talk to people that are, sure, can a 25-year-old make it?
Of course,
Yes,
sure.
absolutely. But is a 35-year-old, household, 2 kids, with a 20 to 15-year work history, got a better shot, maybe?
Well, when we talk to people about selling their dream, we make it minimal. You can come here on a part-time basis and make between $500 and $1,000 very easily.
Right.
And we show you how to build from there to augment your income. Would $1,000 extra every month make a difference in your life?
Absolutely.
And they say, yes, let me show you how that works, not only for you, but the people you come in contact with. Because everybody is suffering under inflation and all those other things. You can reach out there and literally change people's lives for the good by introducing this opportunity.
And the way to do it is talking to people.
Absolutely.
That's right.
The way to do it is face-to-face,
Relate to
talking to people, wherever you
Ask
meet them,
questions.
wherever you do business with them, with your friends, your family, whatever it may happen to be. It's talking to them. I get kind of tickled sometimes, and I have all these people out there telling us, oh well, it's a new day and it's a new age, buddy. If you want to prospect, you better do it on social media. You better get out there, and we've got folks that put out good advertising. There's nothing wrong with that. But if that's all you're gonna rely on, you know what? You ain't gonna build much of a team.
You literally have to physically talk to people.
Yeah, and you need to talk to them in a way, asking questions that are exploratory to find out where their heart is and what their desire is. And then once you get the answers to that, then you make sure that they understand that they can plant their flag here, and it's personal. It's personal.
It
It's
is,
like
and that's
Dick just said,
relationship building.
I'm not going to be hanging out on social media getting, what do they call that? Sharked or scammed or something. But anyway, personal, I think, is our best.
And it still is, and it was when when we got into business many years ago, and I'm just going to reference this and then we'll close it up. There was a study last year by American Capital, which is the Capital Group American Funds folks, and they did a study of, I think it was 1,500 different advisors out there about how do you prospect? How do you get your new clients? And it was, everybody expected, 45% of it's going to be social media. And I can't remember the exact numbers, but I do remember it was a pie chart, and the big piece of the pie was referrals, third-party referrals, centers of influence, the big old piece of the pie, right?
Don't change.
And the smallest piece of the pie, I think it was 7%, was social media. So there, everybody wants to reinvent the wheel.
Exactly.
Well, the wheel still turns as long as you keep it round, right? You start reinventing that. So it still works, and that's the way to do it. And the good news is we are in the people business. That's what our job is, to talk to people every day.
Yes.
Communicate with somebody, build those relationships. So, hey, prospecting is a necessary thing in our business. Boy, if you're not prospecting, your business is going to die. You're not going to have any. You've got to learn to prospect and make it fun.
Yes.
That's right.
Talk to people.
That's right.
Well said. Well said.